Hello and welcome to the chat. Today, a special on-location chat out here at Henderson Golf Course. And I am joined today by the head golf pro, Mr. Dan Gawronski. How are you doing today, Dan?
I'm doing great. A day like today, how can you not?
It's beautiful, yeah. We thank you so much for hosting us today.
For sure.
We are usually kind of stuffed up down in the studio, but today we got a beautiful day, so I figured we'd come on out here and get to know you a little bit.
Why not?
So, Dan, tell me a little bit about what your job is here for the county.
Well, I manage the golf facility, so I work in conjunction with Mark Burgess, who's our golf course superintendent, and we provide golf to the county residents and those that are traveling up and down 95, coming in to and from the north and the south. We also do instruction here in that kind of programming. I'm working with our contractor in the cafe to make sure that we've got food and beverage, that kind of thing, and services out on the golf course. So it's a beehive every single day.
Yeah, it really was. I don't know, when I got hired by the county, Henderson was one of the things that they really talked about. I was like, oh yeah, we got a golf course that we own. I was like, it's pretty cool. But this is my first time out there, so it's really neat. When we came in through the clubhouse, it really is bumping in there.
Yeah,
people are having fun, hooting and hollering.
Yeah, had a big group today, and they had a great time. They're settling up their bets and having some beers and that kind of thing. And,
oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. So, I guess you are kind of at the head of all of it. I don't know, what is the goal of a municipal golf course? What do you want it to be?
Well, you're trying to provide a place of recreation, and doing it at a reasonable fee compared to what's available out there, either in the private sector where people are buying memberships, or in the public domain where they pay to play. And here at Henderson, it was kind of remote maybe when it first got built, but the whole Savannah community is moving out this direction. We know that. And so a big initiative for us here is to really build a community. There's a community about those who play golf. It's not just the physical geography in the population in the area. It's about the common thread of golf, which people just sort of gravitate to. Once you get the bug, you get it.
Yeah.
And so whether you're new to the game or you've been around for some time, whether you're young, you're old, we want to be really all-inclusive, and we're really working towards that hard here.
Nice. Yeah. So beginners are welcome.
Yeah.
Veterans are welcome.
We want people to, and this is a place to recreate, this is a place to relax, this is a place to build community with each other.
It's a really cool job.
It is. Not gonna lie.
So how did you end up here? I know you've played some professional golf before. What's your...
Well, I never played. A lot of people mistake golf professional versus professional golfer. Professional golfers play for a living. If I played for a living, I would have already been broke. No, I started out of college. I played college golf, and then when I left that, I started a career. And I was about 5 years into it, and I had a friend that just sort of needled me a little bit about, what if you're going to do it all over again? What would you do? I said, I'd get in the golf business. But you start at ground zero and you really work your way into it. And it just so happens a number of things came together at the same time, and I moved down to South Florida with 3 buddies. I was there for 29 years. I got my PGA membership. I'm now a life member of the PGA. I got involved in PGA governance. And, was a director of golf at a number of courses. And, one thing led to another. And up here, my parents live in Savannah. They've been here for 34 years in their retirement. And they were aging. And this opportunity came about. And I always felt like I would kind of be there for them in the sunset of their lifetime.
That's awesome.
And so, the stars aligned, and bam, I'm here and happy as a clam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine, man. So how long have you been here?
1 year and 3 days.
Nice. Pretty fresh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like when you come into a position like this, is it okay? I'm taking over. Let's assess the problems. I don't know, because it is a job. It
is. Oh, sure.
So what's your take so far?
Well, I introduced myself to the staff before coming up, and I said, here, just do what you're going to do. I'm just going to observe for a month or so, and then we'll get together and I'll tell you what I observe. I don't want anybody to think that I'm here to clean house or anything else like that. It's about to assess it, understand, where you are, where we might be able to take it. And, then I also had to learn the county side of things, the government side of things, which is very different than in the private club world where I was, very different. And so it took a good 6-8 months before I really felt like, okay, I got a good grasp of what's going on here, and then how do we move the needle from here to there? And so going back to what I was saying earlier about building community, I said, this is a place where people can come together. We want them to come together.
Yeah.
We want anybody and everybody to come together. And how can we facilitate that? And so that's what we're doing. This is the hospitality business, and that is the point I've gotten across to the staff, is that, it's all about taking care of the next person. And they've done a great job, and it's just a slow transition. It's wasn't anything earth-shattering.
I hadn't considered that. It is very much very similar to hospitality.
Very much.
Travel for
Yeah.
When you're there, like hotel specific close to golf courses. That's a really good point. So, how do you build that community? I'll be honest with you. I saw a lot of community happening.
Yeah.
It was raucous, loud, and everybody's having a good time.
Well, some of the things that we do here, one of the programs that we work here is the PGA Hope.
Okay.
HOPE stands for Helping Our Patriots Everywhere. It's an initiative from the PGA of America. It is a 6-week-long program, and we have 12 students at a time. And we run 4 of those during the course of the year. We're the only course in the area that does that, and we're very proud of that. It reaches out to veterans as well as active duty if they're available to partake in it. And it's a program that not only develops or introduces golf to our servicemen and women, but we know that there's a mental wellness factor in it, which is really the initiative behind it. And so we've built a great community amongst those that have participated in those over the years. In fact, we have a sort of an alumni outing coming up next month where we're going to kind of bring them back. So some of it may be instructional programs that we put out there. We want to provide a welcoming environment. So, for those that play golf, in some places you go, they have real strict rules about, you have to have the right shoes and all that kind of thing.
Dress codes.
Right, and it's not like we don't have a dress code,
Sure.
But if somebody comes in because they just got off of work and they've got on a more of a t-shirt type thing, so they say, we prefer a shirt with a collar on it, but you understand, go out and play. So, rather than saying, here's the rules, bing, 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 and, you check these boxes, but you don't, though, that's not welcoming at all. That's not hospitality. Come on in. We want you to enjoy your day here today. We want you to come back. We want you to be able to tell somebody, hey, this is the way I was treated over there. I'm playing over there. I'm playing over there. And so we've done a good job, I think, of building that culture.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really excited to see what you do with it as you go forward. Do you have any big plans for the future, like the future of the golf course, the future of the gaming?
Well, a little bit of the history. This has always been a county-owned facility, and they had management outfits that had been in for large periods of time, and they did fine. The most recent one, maybe not as much. And so the physical facility kind of waned. And 6 years ago or so, the county decided, we're not going to go that route. We're going to manage it ourselves. And since then, it's been a steady increase in improving the quality of the course itself. We've got trees around that are now 30 years older than they were before. So they're, growing in areas that maybe we'd rather them not, or they just may need to be thinned up. Some of these trees around here used to grow almost to the ground, apparently.
Well,
and so those are the kind of things. Now, it slowly but surely, it's improving that way, and as evidenced by, I think 5 of the last 7 months have been record numbers of rounds at Henderson. And so it's going in the right direction. We know that. The market determines whether you're doing things right or wrong. That, to me, is a strong indication we're doing it right.
So are those repeating customers, or those people coming back and being like, well, hey, I had a great time?
You're always going to be benefit by those that are repeat customers. Now, we have those that travel up and down I-95 on their way down to Florida or back up north through the shoulder season, so to speak. But we had a strong summer, and word of mouth advertising, your best advertising, and what the feedback that we're hearing is that people have decided, I really didn't ever realize that this was back here.
Yeah.
And to your point,
I'm literally doing.
Or I haven't played here for 8 years, and at that time it wasn't nearly the condition it was in. It is in now. So we're getting a lot of that. And that's huge for us. That keeps our engines firing on all cylinders. We love that.
For sure. It's also it's gratifying because you're doing the work to make that happen.
Yeah.
You see it happen.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I'll divert a lot of that attention to Mark Burgess, our superintendent. He does a great job, and he's got a limited staff, man. But he's got them fired up. It's great.
Shout out to Mark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess, I don't know. What is your message to people of Chatham County, the people who pass by Henderson Golf Course? I don't know. When you're telling people, when it's your words from your mouth, what do you tell them?
Well, we have a great environment, right? And if you don't play golf, let us teach you.
Yeah.
And it can be intimidating. We understand that. And so just recently we put out every other Wednesday, we put out a missile to those that we have email addresses. And in it, it's like, hey, if you're newish to the game, come see us. We'll put together a program for you to sort of slowly introduce you to it.
Dude, that's awesome.
Right? We're working on things. We had a couple of events last spring where we had members of the local community, the Henderson golf community, come out and help us fill divot party.
Yeah.
Right? Again, starting to build a little bit of so we get the benefit of improved conditions out there. Plus we get people that play golf or don't play golf, used to play golf, might come back to play golf because they're part of something like this. Junior program. We have an active junior program. We're part of U.S. Girls. We're part of First Tee program. We just had a U.S. Kids event here on Sunday where parents of those kids in the local area said, I played here 10 years ago. I didn't know if I wanted to come back. Well, they said, well, we're going to come back. And it's a tell two friends,
Yeah.
Word of mouth advertising is the best advertising. So we're going to really stress the hospitality side of it. When you're here, when you have a good experience, tell the next person.
Gotcha. Cool, man. Well, yeah, is there anything else you'd like to talk about? That's pretty much everything I had to ask you and more. I've learned so much today. It's kind of one of my favorite parts.
It's glad to help. Now, you mentioned something about not being out here. You got a cool job. It is.
Yeah.
I love the smell of cut grass. I love the ability to say, hey, it's 3:00 in the afternoon. Let's just go outside and do a podcast. But it is still a lot of work, but we can do that kind of stuff over here, but it gives you an opportunity to get out and interface with the people, the patrons and your members. And I've always enjoyed that part of my job, whether it was here or down in Florida.
That's beautiful, man. So for anybody that's interested in learning more about Henderson, where would they go to? Is there a website?
Website, Henderson Henderson Golf Course. Just you can Google it, it'll come up. In there, you can book tee times. There's information about lessons. There's information about the cafe. Or you can call us at 912-920-4653, extension 1. We'll put you right into the golf shop.
All right. Sounds good. And we will put that information in the description of this podcast as well so folks can figure it out. But Dan, thank you so much for having us out here today. It's been really awesome to get out of
Appreciate it.
and just take in this beautiful fall afternoon. And thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you're interested about Henderson, like I said, we'll have that link in the description below. And thank you so much for joining us on the chat. Till next time, I'm Will Peoples, and you have a good day.